So I am Irish by background, actually born in the UK, but we moved to Ireland when I was very young, hence the accent. And I always knew from when I was young that I wanted to work in health. So I did my nurse training actually in the UK in a big teaching hospital there. And I was originally going to train just for the 3 years and then move back to Ireland, but it never quite happened. I was fortunate enough to get a good role, and then I progressed through, and about 10 years into my nursing career, I did a master's in business and really discovered kind of marketing, communications, organization development and leadership. And that sort of put me on another trajectory altogether. So it's been a fantastic journey. I have to say that my nursing career was a fantastic stepping stone to give me lots of opportunities in health. I've always spent my career in health. I worked in public health here and in the not-for-profit industry, and now I'm at membership organizations. What motivated me is the vision for the organisation, which is really about equality and excellence in mental health. And that is a really compelling vision in a world where mental health is a global challenge. And I think off the back of the pandemic, we've all seen up close and personal what it is to have a mental health crisis. And I think that has really brought into the foreground how much our service needs to be invested in, how much we need to create a pathway for people to take up a career in mental health. I would say my leadership philosophy was around 3 pillars. One is authenticity in everything. You will never build trusting teams if you're not authentic in your behavior and you follow through on that. Connection's the second one. There's no I in team. I'm a strong believer of that. You collaborate with other people, you work together, and that will amplify your voice, amplify your impact. And the third thing is really about, I suppose, resilience and the ability to rise after a fall. Because we're all human, we all have human frailties. We will go face down in the sand, we'll make mistakes. I will be the first one to say, yep, I didn't get that right this time. So it's resilience, it's picking up and learning. We have an enormous challenge ahead of us, and we have the team to do it. So I think that mental health is an enormous challenge. Do we have all the answers? No. That means we will have to innovate, adapt, pivot, and change. What do I like to do for fun? Well, this weekend I got into the surf on a boogie board. So I'm a big kind of fan of being outside in the fresh air. So my fun would be exercising. So I love walking. I love listening to audiobooks. I like being in the surf. I am an enthusiastic cook, but not a talented one. Probably doing the Camino Trail. That's definitely one of the things I want to do. Now, whether I ever do the whole thing all at once or just take it off in chunks, I think that's probably the first thing on my bucket list. Fun fact about, here's one. Way back when, before synchronized swimming was an Olympic sport, when it was just becoming a sport that people were talking about, I actually did a teaching certificate in synchronized swimming at a basic level. It was a weekend course, and it definitely brought home to me the message, those who can't plan or do, teach. Because I could actually teach synchronized swimming, but I couldn't do it myself at all. So I'd be listening to the instructions and I'd be sinking, but actually teaching kids that could do it really well. So yes, it was a weekend course. It was back in the, I would say, early 80s. Oh, totally a morning person. In fact, I'm half dead by about 9:30 at night. Probably the ability to fly. If that could get me home to Ireland without spending 25 hours on a plane. If you were to do the Myers-Briggs test, I used to be off the scale introvert. I've pulled myself off the very edge of the scale over the years, but I'm definitely an introvert. Oh, rugby union. Not even league. That's an easy one. Tenacious. iPhone. Oh, always dark, 70 plus.